My name is John, and this is a weekly discussion on Disney entertainment seen through an extremely uncleaned Main Street window. Again, introduce myself. My name is John, and I am joined by my co-hosts. Guys, we can go around the table here, and you can introduce yourselves.
I'm Frankie. I figured that was going to happen.
Hi, I'm Danny.
We got Frankie, we got Steve, we got Danny, and we are the four hosts of the Hyperion Review. Basically a weekly podcast in audio form, but once a week we kind of want to get together, typically on Sunday nights, and just have a discussion about the Disney news, the Disney environment, and things that are just going on. In coming weeks, we're going to have a discussion about... Hey, Brandon.
Wow, Brandon. Thank you.
In the coming weeks, we're going to have some discussions around, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What's the one that we're watching right now? WandaVision. Thank you. I don't know why I forgot that. WandaVision. So this is going to kind of be a way to have a more in-the-moment approach to things. But just for tonight, we're making sure this works. We're trying to figure out if we know what we're doing. So kudos to Frankie. Frankie, I don't know if you want to get into the tech on this one. I wouldn't get too techy, but if you just want to give everybody kind of a heads up of what this looks like.
So guys, we're going to be doing this on a weekly basis, even if there's like me by myself or me, John, or three of us or just one of us. We're going to be doing this on a weekly basis every Sunday at 8 o'clock. We may be running a little late depending because we do have our own personal lives. We are able to see your chat. So if you want to have a question or a comment or anything else, please make sure that you actually type it in the chat. In fact, actually, I advise everybody, type your name in your chat so we could get to know y'all. This is what our way of getting to know our audience a little bit better.
Like Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon, we already see you on there.
My dad is apparently watching also. He told me to stop pointing, which is why I started pointing directly at the camera.
Hi, Danny's dad. Did you know that Chupacabra is a chump? And the Sasquatch is king?
Steve is already starting with attacking my father.
Well, guys, so what we want to talk about tonight?
Well, I think the first thing we've got a viewer request here, and it's to mention Sasquatch, but since it's a person we don't like by the name of Al, we're not going to do that.
Al, just for you, buddy. Just for you. 2021 is going to be the year of Sasquatch. We made some great headway last year. Our Penske Chevrolet is going to do really well this season, and Sasquatch is going to be great on top of the box. Back to you, John.
So, yeah, just kind of, I guess we can go around and kind of introduce ourselves since, we might be getting a different audience here. So I'll get us going. My name is John. I'm kind of the no Brandon, no power line. I'm kind of the guy that came up with this whole show. I've been a Disney fan my whole life. Steve is the original co-host. Him and I kind of got this started last year on Apple Podcasts right around a year ago. We're almost coming up on our first birthday here.
Oh my gosh, John, it's our anniversary coming up.
I know. It's so exciting. We're almost a year old.
Will you look at me during this time?
No.
Oh, we can't edit this crap out. My bad.
No eye contact. So yeah, we just sit down. We sit down weekly and have a discussion about Disney movies, and a lot of what makes us different is we talk about kind of the taboo subjects of Disney movies. So racism, sexism, nationalism, stuff like that. So other than that, just about myself, I got 2 kids. I work full time. I do this for fun, stuff like that. So Danny, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Hi, I'm Danny.
Boring.
I hate Steve. That's the most important thing to know about me. I just joined like a month ago. It's been the worst experience of my life. My stress has gone up exponentially because of these 3 men. One in particular who will not be named. But
which way?
Yep, you got
Steve is. So.
I'm to the left of you, John.
There you go.
There you go.
Anyway, massive Disney fan, did the college program in 2016.
BCP.
Woo woo. In fact, today on Twitter, they were saying there's a trend going around on Twitter right now. It's like you had to be there. And it had like mouse schedule. brought me back. And before I finish, I would like to give a comment that my dad just texted me. My father said, "Tell him Sasquatch is a punk." So
you could tell you could tell your dad that he actually typed that in the chat too, and everybody will see it at the same time.
I know guys, like we could tease John for being old, but my dad's like actually elderly. So he's like,
you know what? That's fine. He's old. I'm crippled. It's a fair fight at this point. Okay. And that being said, Chupacabra can't be the king of beasts because he's a goat sucker. Okay. That's what
Danny's dad. Are you going to let him talk to you like that?
I know, right?
Sasquatch could very well be the missing link.
Brandon's out here attacking my dad, saying Danny's dad.
Brandon's got my back. Shoot.
All right, so I'm next. My name's Frankie. As y'all can see, I'm the best looking of the bunch. John,
I'm not going to disagree with that. You got a whole head of hair, so I got nothing.
I try to look good. There's nothing I can do about it. It's my genes. But
wearing jeans? You're supposed to have pants on?
Oh, of course. Well, you're crippled. You probably couldn't put them on anyway, so it's all right.
Hey, when you guys were there, when they invented pants. What's the deal with the zipper?
Yeah,
I mean, I could get into that, but I'm sure YouTube would ban us forever.
So, moving on. I am in a Disney fan.
Now?
Do what?
I asked if it's been a minute yet. Can I cuss now?
It's been over a minute.
Fuck.
So
Oh,
I have
Richard,
been a
right.
Disney fan since basically birth because I grew up in the Renaissance phase, which is the 90s.
Youngin.
I know. So, and since then, actually, I've gone to Disney World ever since my kids were born. In fact, we're planning a trip already. And after we get back from Disney World, my kids are already start asking when we going back. And any theme park we drive by, they think is Disney World because they love it so much. So that's a little bit about me.
All right.
We are going to be doing a week after WandaVision finishes.
Yeah.
We're going to do a full recap of WandaVision that will probably, knowing Steve and Frankie, will take approximately 5 hours. And Dad, fuck you.
I mean, it'll be 5 hours, but with Danny interjecting, it's probably going to be longer.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Assuming we get to Danny's part.
Yeah,
we might just cut her off the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, whoa, my hand looks really long like that.
A news topic I want to talk about. For y'all who don't know, Disney has actually posted a warning label on their magic bands. Because
yes, they did. Because people are stupid.
Yes. In fact, actually, there is a guy that's on TikTok that swears he's going to try to become the first Disney's cyborg.
There's a girl who did it already.
Yes, there is. And it's because of her Disney did it.
Yep, I believe I posted the article on Station 71's Discord, but yeah, dude, like basically she got the chip implanted in her, I think, wrist area, and she went to Disney and like secretly was trying to test it and got it to work. So I mean, like, Disney cyborgs, we're here.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Go home. God.
Hi, Danny's mom.
Man. Give me a break.
I couldn't keep my parents together, but this live stream sure did.
Danny's mom, I apologize for anything that might be said.
Oh.
Mom,
I was gonna say hi to Danny's mom, but like after that, how do you compete with that?
It's fine. I can.
It was that moment that John regretted his decisions.
No, I don't regret this at all. I've wanted to do like an unfiltered version of this show for a long time. Even if it means railing on Danny's mom and dad.
So
Danny,
they don't want each other anymore, so someone's got to.
Danny. How long has it been since you've had 3 guys in your bed like you do now?
Actually, if you want to count my boyfriend, I've got 4 guys, and it's been about a week.
Okay. We got a multitasker, fellas.
We love a good old Sunday night gangbang.
If we imagine the imaginary husband that she has in her bed, it's actually 5.
No, Adam Driver's crying because he's not the only one here.
Please appreciate though my raccoon that
He's
watches
probably
over
crying,
me.
really. I mean, if you think about it.
Look at this is my protector, my little Van Gogh raccoon.
I was thinking the Van Gogh painting.
See, it has little. Oh God, this is so hard.
You're opposite backwards.
Look how cute he is.
Okay.
That's the true love of my life. My raccoon.
So have you guys seen this?
Catch me a raccoon. I'm
Have
holding
you guys
him
seen this
to it.
update to the face mask policy that's going on Disney World right now?
Oh, the like unless you are like you can't even if you're seated you can't take it off.
If you have to physically be putting food in your mouth to not be wearing a mask. But if you're sitting at the table, and literally what the quotations on this are is face coverings must be worn while standing, waiting, or sitting in dining locations.
I wonder what happened that like made them decide this because I'm gonna be real. Every restaurant
People are stupid. That's what it is.
Every restaurant I've been to since Corona started, like we take off our masks while we're eating, or like as soon as we sit down, we take off our masks and chill.
Yeah.
And you know, like everywhere I've gone, the tables are socially distanced. You know, if it doesn't feel safe, we don't eat there. So I'm curious, like what.
So I think that's location by location.
I did not get to introduce myself. You're right, Zachary.
Well, nobody cares about you, so it's fine.
Yeah, actually,
right.
Your daddy did it for you, so it's fine.
Yeah.
He did.
That's fine,
honestly,
Steve. Hold on. Let's pause the show. Let's give Steve his handicap.
Let's be fair. Of the 4 of us, I'm the only one that doesn't need an introduction. So you're welcome for being here. Back to you guys.
You're also the only one who doesn't need a chair provided to them because you bring one with you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a Swiss Army friend. I come prepared. Fuck you guys.
All right, Steve, introduce yourself, and then we'll get back to the important topics.
I know, right?
No, I really don't want to. Go ahead.
Fine, that's fine. What do you guys think of the Stargate and Epcot?
Who fucking cares?
Steve has no clue what that is.
Steve has no idea.
No, he's like, wait, there's a Stargate now?
I will ruin WandaVision for every viewer right now.
I will mute you.
Spoilers. Vision dies.
Oh.
Again.
Again. At least twice by my count.
So far.
So yeah, I've seen the Stargate. I like it. What about you, Danny?
I have zero opinion on it because I didn't like Illuminations as is. Like I wasn't.
Get rid of her. Oh my god.
She's off.
Oh my god.
So we're looking for a new replacement now?
I wasn't a big Illuminations fan. I only saw it once in the entire 6 months I worked there.
How?
I thought it was boring.
That is the greatest show they've ever put on ever
No,
in one of those
Wishes is the best show.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm more of a happily ever after.
Oh, I'm honestly Happily Ever After is probably the best. What is on my hand? Oh, that's what's on my hand. Happily Ever After. No, it's eyeliner from trying really hard to look nice for this.
Well, it's not working,
you know, maybe next time.
Never mind. I don't give a fuck. Go on.
Just kidding. Actually, you know what? If it makes you feel better, you look way better than John.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not hard.
Not a hard bar to like beat, but like at least I've got that going for me.
That's like saying, "Hey, congratulations, you passed high school."
Congratulations, you run faster than Steve.
No, but going talking about nighttime shows and stuff. Did any of y'all seen the Disneyland nighttime show Illuminations that was on Disney Plus? I know I texted y'all.
It's on my game plan list.
It is nothing like Epcot's. I will tell you that it's completely different. They just took the name and that was it. But I will say it does break in my top 5 nighttime shows. Just put number 5. So.
That's a number 2 for me.
I bet it is.
No. I'm talking about Shanghai or the Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
Disneyland Illuminations. No. Illuminations is definitely like it's
That's
number
a solid
3.
Number 2.
That's number
There's
3.
only one show that I think is better.
I like Fantasmic though. I really
That's
love
my
Fantasmic.
number one.
Yeah, I
Okay,
really
but
love Fantasmic.
better. Walt Disney World
Disneyland.
Fantasmic?
Disneyland, for sure.
Disneyland, 100%, right?
Disneyland, yeah.
I've only seen Disney World, so
Oh, Disneyland, that pirate ship, you can't even come close
See,
to
I
Even
being
when
had
it was
to see
with Peter Pan, it was so much
Yeah.
better.
Oh yeah. Well, it's still even better than. I mean, either one is better than Pocahontas. Come on.
Yeah, the Pocahontas, like I love getting to see Pocahontas representation because she's one of the more like underrepresented princesses in the
Well,
park.
you can see her in the park.
Yeah,
I mean, she has a meet and greet.
yeah. I wish
She used to have a really good meet and greet. It's called a show. It was in Animal Kingdom. I used to eat lunch right behind it every shift that I worked.
Do you have any good backstage stories, John?
Ooh, now we're getting juicy.
Sure. So there was a time I was walking around backstage. This was in Magic Kingdom when I was waiting for my wife to get off work. And I think it was Prince Charming. One of the Prince Charmings was trying to put the moves on me. And it was at that moment that I realized most of the princes in Disney World wanted something to do with me more than the princesses did. And it was both exciting and disheartening at the same time.
Reminds me of high school.
One time, because I was working there during the year of Million Dreams, I was with my wife's roommate at the time, and we accidentally found the elevator to go up to the suite. We didn't go up to the suite, but we accidentally walked into the room where the elevator is. We're like, we're not supposed to be here, and we cut and run. Oh man, we snuck into my wife and I, we snuck into Magic Kingdom on New Year's when you're not supposed to as an employee because they're already at capacity, and they were already at capacity, and we snuck into Magic Kingdom anyway through the tunnels to watch the New Year's fireworks, which I will never do again because that place on New Year's is stupid insane.
And Disney, who's watching right now, says, okay, John's banned for life now.
I mean, if they haven't banned me yet.
I have a really good my favorite backstage story was I had picked up a shift in Hollywood Studios, and I think you might have heard this one before, John.
Brandon snitching.
But I was at a backstage cast eating area. They've got like, food court, Subway, all that fun stuff. So I'm standing there in line with my
Subway.
tray.
I missed that Subway.
Yeah. I was standing there with my tray and like just minding my own business. And you know that feeling that someone's like watching you from behind?
Mm-hmm. I
got that feeling. And so here I am holding my tray, turn around, and Darth Maul is like right up behind me, like breathing down my neck. And I like scream and drop my food. And he just like straight face turns around and walks away. And like the character attendant.
Brandon's a shit talker tonight. Look at this.
Brandon's fighting. But the character attendant who was with him just kind of like was like, sorry, he likes to do that.
Oh no. I can't hear anything. What happened?
Oh God.
Oh no. Your connection's low. Your internet connection.
If you're going to talk about me, now's the time to do it because I can't hear you.
John is ugly
and a good person,
and he's balding
and a good person,
and he's just so ancient
and a beautiful
and old
and very old,
and he's just a swell guy.
You're not a part of this, babe.
He wanted to celebrate.
Listen back.
He wanted to.
Like, oh,
he wanted to celebrate his 35th birthday at the grand opening of Walt Disney World.
35th is generous.
Yeah, he was probably more like 45 to be fair, but whatever.
Also, hi Beth, I love you if you're still here.
Hi Beth and stuff.
Beth is the love of my life.
Bethanina.
And Nathaniel has accepted that. Oh, hello, Ethan.
Ethan.
I don't know who Ethan is, but hello.
Hey, Ethan, how you doing? Where are you calling from?
Long time listener, first time caller. Oh, there's Steve.
What is up with your face, Steve?
What's up with your face, dick? Sorry, I get really defensive sometimes. Sorry.
Guys, we're up to 8 viewers. Look at us. We're basically viral.
Viral like gonorrhea. I swear to God.
This is why we need John to edit us.
That's true.
Probably.
I don't disagree at all.
Oh, you know an Ethan Leg?
I do know Ethan Leg. It was funny because I'm Steve No Legs, so we got along really well.
Alright.
We also took over the Libertarian Party in Northern Indiana for a little while.
All right,
We
guys. So
did.
I'm going to ask our viewers a very quick question because I am curious, and I want to know what y'all's theories are on what our theme for this year is. I will recap. The only movie that's in the theme so far is Bambi. I know it's a lot to go on, but I'm curious to see.
I think it would be fair if we give them what the next movie we're going to be talking about is, since we're going to be doing it this week. Give them a little heads up.
So yeah, the movie we're going to be reviewing this week is Sword in the Stone.
Spoiler alert, it sucked.
It was good.
You're not a part of this, babe.
So I'm curious to see what y'all think our theme is. So if you can, just
Characters
type
you
it in the
can
chat.
eat.
That's very good. Actually, yeah, that would still fall under coming of age. That's interesting. Animal friends.
Yeah, but John and
The joys of magic.
but John and Frankie have already came to that age and passed it and left it. So that's not the
All right, we're back. There we go.
parents. Shut
Hey,
up, Mario.
Mario's on here. Wow, why didn't you say hi, Mario?
You jerk.
Because Mario knows that if he says anything, we're going to immediately roast him.
All
Who's
right,
Mario?
let's kick off Mario.
I've never heard of this Mario. Who's Mario?
Wait, guys, we can be the one that bans Mario this
Mamma
time.
mia!
Oh, I like this
Let's
idea.
bet him.
What idea? I missed it.
I get to
Danny,
ban
is there a
Mario because
motherfucking
Mario
God?
has a god complex in the
It's a
Station 71.
brownie.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
I want
Let's
a
do
brownie. Oh wait, I got a brownie. Hey baby.
Oh, there's Beth.
Yep.
Beth has been here, John. Keep up. God, you
I
don't
know,
know when
sorry.
a goddess comes into your presence.
I'm
Jesus.
Hey,
sorry.
he's got Alzheimer's. We're lucky he even knows where he's at right now. Calm down.
That's a fair statement.
Idiots.
Don't worry,
Alright.
I'll come back.
Mario is the Thanos of the Disney podcast world. He's inevitable. He's everywhere. He's always going to show up, no matter what we do.
True.
Just
Yeah.
Until we defeat him somehow.
Oh, man.
Overthrow
Well,
him.
He's going to
Take
have to
over.
sacrifice Beth first to get the Soul Stone.
Are we sure it's Beth?
So real quick, for the people listening, is there any topic or Disney thing that you find interesting that you would like to hear our comments on? Because now is the time to get it unfiltered without John editing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't take away the dirty words.
Or the dirty stories. Or most of Steve's dialogue.
Yes, all of Steve. There's a reason you don't hear anything.
Or us going way off topic.
I hope you know Nathaniel's response to that was, which Winnie the Pooh character is the most fuckable? Ooh, hottest Disney mom.
Hottest Disney mom. Oh, man.
Hold on.
This is incredible.
Hold on.
It's
So
thick.
as far as the Pooh Bear thing, it's going to be Eeyore because his tail comes off.
No.
Wow.
Drew's mom.
No. Elastigirl.
Disney mom.
Elastigirl. The curve.
Disney moms?
Come on.
Disney moms. I'd have to go with Andy's mom from Toy Story.
Is it because you don't see her and you relate to women in your life just coming in and out and disappearing quickly?
Wow.
Something-
Whoa.
You
Something
silent
like that.
Steve. Look at that. He has nothing.
I am
It's
so
something like
happy
that.
this is recorded. We have proof. Serious question. What's the most excited for coming soon? Sorry, your grammar's a little off for me. Actually, I'll say as a Marvel fan, I am most excited about the Marvel shows that are coming out. That's what I am very excited about.
I'm going to go ahead and say Raya because that's going to be the first movie that we're going to go see in theaters for a full year. We're going to go see Raya next week.
Oh my God, we're going to go see Raya. Anyway, so besides that, I'm excited for the Marvel stuff too, man. That's going to be Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I'm gonna get more specific than that. I am the most excited for Loki.
I was gonna say I'm very excited for Loki. I'm not excited for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Nothing about it has sold me yet.
If we're really
What are you
going
talking about? This is filling in the whole missing part of Captain America's situation.
Well, and I'm sure it's gonna be good. I don't doubt that I'm going to like it, but so far from the trailer, all I'm seeing is like very action-packed Marvel thing, whereas I feel like recently in the Marvel Cinematic Universe we've had a lot of really dense story, and I'm sure that will come into play, but just from the trailers I've seen, I'm not sold on it yet.
I have one word.
Okay, but hold on,
Steve. Hold on. One word. Zemo.
Yes.
Right. So we're gonna get a properly uniformed Baron Zemo.
Sam seems like a dick.
Yeah. There's also gonna be we're gonna see a power struggle for the Captain America mantle.
I don't know if it's a power struggle or if it's just like.
Oh, it's a power struggle.
I don't think a power struggle is the right word. I think it's going to be a lot of nervousness about taking up that mantle.
No, I don't think it's nervousness.
No, because somebody already
I don't think he's ever going to get the mantle.
I think
I don't think he's going to get it.
Actually, no. Now I'm thinking about it. Yes, I do agree with Steve. I think it is a power struggle, but I don't really. I think it's mostly going to be a power struggle of who takes the lead on what. Because if you see the trailer, they are in therapy. I mean, hell, they have a freaking staring contest together. I mean, in the middle of therapy. I mean, you got to realize these two guys haven't really liked each other because they were always fighting over Steve Rogers' friendship. So that's.
Well, not only that, but if you tear down the trailer for this series, we see somebody already has the mantle of Captain America.
Yes.
And then we know everything in Marvel connects. We've seen some of the connections from WandaVision, which I'm not going to say what they are, but some of the things they've mentioned in WandaVision are going to absolutely play in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, because all of the storylines of Captain America involve double and triple agents, and Captain America is always in the middle of that. I think there was one storyline where he was a quadruple agent. He was like working for S.H.I.E.L.D., but an agent of Hydra, which was an agent of the 9 rings, or the 10 rings or whatever. And then he was an agent of somebody else. And it gets crazy.
Nathaniel would like to make a comment.
Oh, I guess I'm at the stage now. I think what I am individually, because I'm not really as big into the MCU as like pretty much anyone else here, but like the one thing I'm super excited about is to have Deadpool simping over Spider-Man eventually happening, because I think it's going to be, because both with Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds, I think that they are going to play a phenomenal dynamic of having Deadpool just try to be this like little teenage awkward voice friend, and I think it's going to be very wholesome and it's going to be beautiful.
Let me ask you this though: Do you guys think it's going to be? Fuck off, Mario.
Nathaniel, please.
Real quick, I just want to say, Carly, I see your question. Once we get done with this, we'll jump into that. So just recognize that we know you're there.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got started on the Marvel thing, and we're going to be here for the next hour.
We're on a tangent. We're going to be here for a minute.
So I'm extremely excited to see Deadpool come into the MCU, especially with Ryan Reynolds backing the project.
Hey, Steve.
You know what? That's fine. That's fine.
Deadpool, the running gag of the
MCU.
Not the
Like
the MCU,
Steve.
but like of
Stan Lee.
Stan Lee. Yeah, that he's just going to be doing all the cameos now, because I think that's a great fan service segue.
I would love that too. I was hoping that was going to happen. That was the rumor. But I'd love to see Deadpool come into the MCU and break the fourth wall in some of these movies where there's not supposed to be. Just because I think it'd be funny.
The best way is because Disney doesn't really do cussing in a lot of their movies, so he could be like, "What the? Hey, why are y'all bleeping out my words?"
Hey, most Marvel movies are PG-13 and PG. You get one fuck in PG-13.
Oh, well, no, that's the thing. He could be like, "Oh fuck! Oh, you missed one."
to be fair, what they could do, because they did this in Moana, she gets locked into that little cave and she goes, "Son of a," and it cuts off on the B, and it goes to Maui getting on the boat. So they could do a ton of those too.
Well, also like at the end of like Spider-Man Homecoming, you know, when Aunt May finds out it's Peter Parker, like she walks in, she goes, "What the?" And also like it cuts to this.
And it could be a really great running gag where Deadpool's mad that Disney keeps censoring him.
Yes.
I just think that when it comes to, because one thing.
Oh my God, I have to keep turning my laptop.
The one thing that ever since, because Deadpool intrinsically opened up a new market for superhero movies. It did something that they were trying to do with like the Watchers, for instance, that has been failed at success many times beforehand. To bring that kind of comic book superhero movie.
Babe, you need to do your homework.
Into an adult format. You know, that's what made.
He's only doing this to avoid doing his master's work.
Yeah, listen to your mommy.
Deadpool made the R-rated Wolverine movie possible. They would not be able to tell that story without it. So with that in mind, I think that because
oh my God, hurry up! You're talking so much.
Isn't dumb, and they understand that they can access a whole new market share just by having even little cameos like that and opening.
We're just gonna slowly leave. You're talking.
He's got a valid point, though. You can turn the computer away. He's got a valid point that Disney is doing that to get some market share.
Yeah, I mean,
for sure.
Well,
for sure.
Because look how much money.
You can't alienate. You can't alienate the entire group of fans. I mean, knowing when they bought Deadpool, they knew exactly what they were getting. They knew they were going to get a raunchy, R-rated Ryan Reynolds film that happens to be a superhero or an anti-hero.
Brandon,
I'd say about the same.
I understand that my boyfriend is the better-looking one in this relationship, but you don't need to call it out.
No.
Also, like, it's Ryan Reynolds avenging the Green Hornet, and that's all.
You mean the Green Lantern?
Green Lantern, yeah. Sorry.
I mean, both were total flops, so it's fine.
Yes, yeah. Well. So
but this is why Beth is my true love of my life.
She's Beth, you're biased.
Beth just recognizes a beautiful woman when she sees one.
All right, so let's get off this MCU tangent for a minute. Let's go to Carly's question, and Carly's question was about the revamp of Splash Mountain and what our thoughts on it are. God. So I'm gonna let Steve go first because he's clearly the most interested in this.
Honestly, it's one of the two rides I remember ever riding when I went to Disney World the one time. So,
and do you care if they revamp it? I think that's the question.
Absolutely
not whether you wrote it.
I don't care at all, honestly.
All right. So now that the non-Disney guy has said something, let's actually get some content here. Frankie, what do you think?
Actually, I do think that's a smart move because Tiana is a great princess, you know, and she does need more representation in the parks. I mean, so far what we have is like she comes out on. I don't even think she has a meet and greet anymore. Don't quote me. Yeah, but the only representation I really see in the park is actually you go and rent a room at the New Orleans.
She's also in the stage show.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's also predominantly at Disneyland because they have New Orleans Square, so she fits in a lot better there than she does anywhere else.
But so, yeah, to me, this is great time to actually add representation, like her representation into the parks, you know?
Oh, hey, everybody, say hi to my wife.
Oh, hey, Alicia.
She's actually paying attention to something I do.
But, no, and then not only that, though, but trying to transition the scenes is going to be a lot easier because, I mean, it's not that hard to go from, like, Mississippi to Louisiana Bayou. So it makes it a lot easier and more cost-effective.
Danny, my wife would like to know if you're eating a cupcake. And her next question is going to be, why aren't you sharing?
It's a petite. So fun fact, I usually eat while we're recording because they bore me and food is
I usually record naked, so this is a change for me.
What you don't know.
Yeah, no, she already admitted to eating while we were recording, so we know you're naked. We get it. Thank you.
And Beth, I'm sorry, I disagree.
I got that one, John. That's a knee slapper.
Gotcha, buddy.
As a U.S. history guy, I love Liberty Square more than I would probably love New Orleans Square. So,
so I think
you and John were there when they signed the Declaration of Independence, so it makes sense.
I proofread it.
Bitch, are you kidding me? I pressed the paper that they signed it on.
Yeah, I
That
proofread
makes
it.
sense. That's why they have to protect it, because it's brittle and poorly made. Makes sense. Okay. That makes sense.
Ooh, that was good. We're on fire tonight, guys. Okay, but I think that brings up an interesting question. And I thank Beth, but she called me out on the last episode of Station 71, and her and I got to share some words on that. But do we want every park to be exactly the same, or do we want to have those variances between them?
I like the variances because, I mean, so to me, I go to Walt Disney World more than anything else. And whenever I do decide to go to Walt Disneyland, I don't want it to be the same park. I want it to be something different, you know?
Dude, these comments are getting me. I love it.
I am not going to show that I am not wearing pants. Everyone already knows I'm not.
We don't want to get banned on our first night here.
Might get stuck in the wheels.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw my
That's right, it will. I swear to God, Randy.
I've worked Liberty Square.
Great.
And I've gone to New Orleans Square more times than I can count.
Mm-hmm. I love me some New Orleans Square, by the way.
Oh, New Orleans Square is my favorite land at Disneyland. That being said, it wouldn't be hard to retheme Liberty Square as New Orleans Square. A lot of it would just need simple, little architect things like that. But while I like having difference, it makes sense that Florida doesn't put New Orleans Square there, because New Orleans is only like an 8-hour drive from Orlando.
Right.
I mean, that's the reason they originally didn't put Pirates of the Caribbean in Walt Disney World, was because they were like, nobody's going to want to go. It's so close to the Caribbean anyway. And then they opened and everybody was like, where the fuck is Pirates? And they were like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I built it in like a year.
Well, as an outside person who's not all right,
everybody, that's been Steve. Have a good night.
John.
I think everybody's been kicked off at least once now.
But no, as an outside person who doesn't frequent the parks, I mean, I feel like variation would be nice, simply because if I visit the one, I want to have a reason to visit the other. If they're exactly the same, then what's the point?
Guys, unpopular opinion here, but I tell people, if you've been to Disneyland, you can probably miss Magic Kingdom, because Disneyland is way better than Magic Kingdom, in my opinion.
Oh, by far. Oh, absolutely.
And
that Indiana Jones ride blows Magic Kingdom in Florida out of the water any day and every day.
Well, and Disneyland has more attractions, even though it is a smaller park. Disneyland can fit in Magic Kingdom's parking lot, but it has more stuff. And I'm not, honestly, and maybe it's because I worked Magic Kingdom, so, I kind of, I don't know, I'm not as attached to it, I guess. But it's just not, I'm not a huge Magic Kingdom fan. If I'm going, I'm going to take my mom to Disney World here shortly in the next year.
I'm sorry, Danny's mom.
And
Danny's
I was
mom has got it going on. Sorry.
And now we're definitely get kicked off for copyright infringement.
Yeah, I know.
No, that was less than 10 seconds.
This is about to piss some people off. The only reason we're going to go to Magic Kingdom is because she wants to see Country Bear Jamboree again, because that was one of her favorites growing up.
All right.
That's the only reason.
You can watch the movie. It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Just
we all know how
ask
that went to Station
Brian
70.
and how much he loves Country Bears. I'm sure
I mean,
he would totally agree
they're
with that.
Muppets. They love the Muppets.
Dude, don't get me started on them disgusting abominations of a feature Country Bears.
Listen. Anything that has Christopher Walken, aka the man who probably murdered Natalie Wood, I'm in.
I can't walk. Why would
Wait
I
a
want
minute.
Christopher
Whoa,
Walken?
hold on. I've never heard this Christopher Walken Natalie Wood conspiracy.
Yeah, no, I want to hear this.
Where did that come from?
Do you guys know anything about Natalie Wood?
Mario, you don't. I'm Supreme.
Okay. Long story short, Natalie Wood was a famous actress. She was in.
No, I know who she is. I know she was murdered. I just didn't know Christopher Walken was the one that did it.
Well, he might not have been the one that like did it, but he knows who did it and he won't say anything. Because my favorite theory, which it's probably not true, is that him and Robert Wagner were having a gay sex affair and Natalie Wood found out about it. And so they murdered her to keep it a secret. That's my personal favorite theory. But if you guys haven't seen, please go watch the SNL skit from last night called Murder Shows, because it explains who I am as a person.
Anyway.
Listen, Steve, do you know how much true crime I listen to and watch? I could murder you so easily, nobody would ever find your body.
Danny, I can't run from you. You're not bragging. You're looking kind of like a jerk.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Michelle's going to drop that bomb in the chat there, and we're not going to talk about that. You've never seen Country Bears?
Look,
go back and watch.
I watch good movies.
There's an episode of the Hyperion review where we talk about Country Bears and their origins.
I know.
Yeah, Liver Lips.
They push me so far away.
Liver Lips, the parking lot prostitute.
I mean, at first,
the lot lizard, and then old girl with her blue hole. My God.
At first, I thought he was talking about like my cousins, because I am from the Northwest Georgia mountains, which is close to Tennessee.
That
and
explains so much.
Yes.
Ethan, I'm not saying that Christopher Walken is definitely gay,
Alicia.
but I'm saying he like might be.
Alicia, that is my father's favorite thing at Disney World, and you know it. And if he was watching this, he would drive here and beat you.
I'm going to find your dad and send him a link to that episode.
I'm just saying, I'm the only one who has parents that love me, because both of my parents are in this live stream. So I'm not saying that I'm the only one in this podcast whose parents love and support them. But
nice.
Yeah.
It's good for a good sleep. No, that's the Hall of Presidents.
But even
that's a good nap right there.
Since they put Frankie's Lord and Savior in it, I get too angry.
Frankie, how does it make you feel that the golden calf is no longer to be talking in that attraction? Also, how was CPAC this week? Did you have fun?
Trump 2024, baby.
Oh man, our viewers just dropped to 0.
I know, right? Hey, it's all right. You know, we'll gain the better ones when they learn that. What I said.
Brandon, I'm glad our parents both love us.
Hey, guys, to be fair, since we're on the conversation of parents and loving us, do you know that our only 1-star review on our podcast right now is from my own mother, because she didn't realize that the stars meant something?
Did you tell her to correct it at least?
Maybe it was
no.
Maybe it was just a Freudian slip of her unending disappointment in you.
No, honestly, well, I mean, it could be. I wouldn't doubt that one bit. But at this point, I'm going to be out there in another 2 weeks. So I'm just going to fix it for her without her knowing. So it's fine.
It's all right. My parents haven't even watched it, so I mean, it is what it is.
True. Yeah.
Mario, you're not going to get your wedding present.
When Mario, you're getting married like shortly, aren't you?
Don't do it.
Hold on. I think the wedding date is March 21st.
Tell us if we're right or wrong.
Now you have 2 1-star reviews. That's fine, Mario. I got you.
Mario,
I'm taking my 5-star.
We will find you. We will kill you.
I mean, he lives in New Jersey. The whole state's like 6 feet long. It's fine. It's not too hard. And he lives in I know the town he lives in. It's not that hard. There's 13 people that live there.
We just go to the one stop sign. Just go to the one stop sign and stop and wait, I guess.
No, it's bigger than that, Frankie.
Hold on, guys. Take a picture of that. Mario said John's right. Hold on. I got to get a picture of this.
Frank deletes it.
And that's immediately going in Station 71's Discord. General. Hashtag breaking news.
Everybody's phones goes off at the same time now.
All right, guys. What other questions or things you would like us to comment on? Because we can only sit here and look pretty for so long and make fun of you all. Comment.
Yes, it works. Don't ask. John gets it.
I do. And you know what? If we're going to do it, this is a platform to do it on. So one of the first times Steve and I ever physically met in person, I actually drove out to his location and was helping him for the day at work. And I very innocently asked him, "Hey, Steve, I have a question for you." And his response was, "Yes, my penis works."
I think you said that actually in your very first episode too.
Ooh,
Ooh. So viewer question, but Steve, does it do good work?
Babe. Hold on, babe. They
If
want to
she's
know.
walking
My
it, that means
penis
to know.
works, but does it work good? What they can't
Which
hear your
of
answer.
the new rides or attractions are you most excited for at Walt Disney World? So I do have to say, for me, I'm still waiting to ride Rise of the Resistance. So I'm most excited about that.
It's
But
so good.
I'm very intrigued by this this Guardians of the Galaxy coaster that they're putting it at Epcot. Even though I am a firm believer they should have never gotten rid of the ride that they took away.
Mhm.
I'm excited to ride it. I'm
What
curious to see what comes of this.
What about
honestly,
the Tron
it's one of
coaster?
the.
What
Meh.
about you don't care for the Tron coaster?
Meh. I mean, it's for. I kind of look at that as it's like Space Mountain 2.0. It's like if Space Mountain and Rock and Roller Coaster had a kid, and I'm just kind of like, eh. Yeah. Oh, I loved Ellen. I thought that was a great attraction, Beth.
I'm really excited for the just for all the Marvel. I finally like have a reason to be excited to want to go because
That's
like
going to be the
being
reason I go back to Disneyland.
Yeah, I was about to
to
say
see
that's
to see
Disneyland
to
for
see
me.
any
Marvel Land.
to see any of the Marvel stuff come to life would be amazing for me. For me,
Yeah.
that's like you Star Wars fans going to the Star Wars stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
for me, that's where I'm gonna have a nerdgasm.
Did you guys see the Spider-Man animatronic that Disneyland released a video
I
of?
saw
Why
I
is
saw
it
it when
in
it
the
got
void?
leaked out. I saw it when it got leaked out.
Badass. That was
And
cool.
wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wait, what did I
God.
miss? I'm sorry. I was distracted by Beth calling
There's,
me out again.
The Spider-Man
the
animatronic for Avengers Campus.
one that
Oh, the one that
does
like
the flip.
slingshots
Yeah,
around.
the one that like it looks
Yeah.
like it's actually web slinging and it looks good.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Once Disneyland reopens, because for those who don't know, I'm in Arizona, so Disneyland is my home park.
How's Walter White, by the way?
What?
How's Walter White doing? Is he okay?
She has no clue.
You might live with like a recovering meth addict, right?
I did not know that. No,
You should
I don't
correct
feel
them.
bad. The comment's valid.
You should correct them and say no. That's actually New Mexico, not Arizona.
It is. Yeah, it is New Mexico.
I'm literally writing.
Yeah.
I'm retrieving this right.
Yeah, he's writing a paper on addiction as we speak. So no,
Spoiler alert.
Beth, I haven't finished the series yet.
The verdict is in, by the
Spoiler
way.
alert.
The verdict is in. The penis does good work.
as I was
You're
saying,
welcome.
So late.
once Disneyland reopens, we're planning on going, and I still haven't ridden Rise of the Resistance, and from what everyone says, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get Niagara Falls style with that Kylo
And-
Ren animatronic.
It is really good. I mean,
I'm
it's by far my favorite ride right now.
I'm really
Right?
hoping that when Danny goes to ride that ride, she gets the B version of Kylo Ren where he's in the spaceship shooting at him.
Guys,
When
if
I
you
say
hear about, I'm about to go full like Find Buzzy on that Kylo Ren animatronic. I'm about to
Danny,
steal
those
that
aren't-
animatronic.
Danny, those are not waterproof, okay?
oh gosh. Well,
I'm never
then,
telling you Taco
if
Bell
they
stories.
offer a good reward like lifetime pass to Disney World, I will guarantee I will turn you in. I'm sorry, I love you, but
Ethan-
yeah, I will take that.
She
chance.
just wants to rip his plumbing out. It's fine.
Hey, does the animatronic cry too? They put tear ducts in that
It's
bad
so
boy.
funny, Steve.
All right. Anybody else got any questions of our viewers?
Ethan Lake, to answer your question, we're not going to have a poll for my exes. You know one of them. You know very well.
Probably
They'd say yeah, though.
Nathaniel has a viewer question.
All right. What's Nathaniel's viewer question?
He would like to know which one of us could eat the most hot dogs.
Also, like between like Sonoran style, Chicago style.
No, we're not gonna.
I prefer
All right.
I
whoa,
prefer
whoa, whoa.
Chicago style hot dog, and my record for hot dogs is 27. In
What
10
brand
minutes.
of hot dog though? What brand of hot dog?
Nathan.
That's an important question,
Ballpark
though.
Frank.
What did he eat, though?
Yeah, what kind of hot dog was that, Steve?
Also, what's Sonoran style?
What?
Like, what are the 3 things Arizona's famous for that's not racist?
Okay, so
The Grand
astronauts, the Grand Canyon.
Area 51. Oh, that's Nevada.
The
Yeah,
desert.
it's Arizona Junior. It's fine.
Oh,
The
what
desert?
the? No, I'm saying Area 51's in Nevada. Is what I was saying.
Cactus.
Cactus.
Cactus League. I guess I'm
Um,
the only baseball fan. It's fine.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess.
sure Nathaniel knows what you're talking about.
I listened. The Cactus League started today, and I'm listening to the first game, of course. Now.
I
It's
know.
okay,
I
Carlos.
couldn't. I was at work.
Appreciate it.
Sonora. I'm looking this up. What's Sonora style hot dog?
I don't know. It's Nora hot dog.
I prefer all
Swear,
beef hot
corn
dogs
pulls up
because
on my
I love
thing.
the beef.
Oh, of
Wait,
course, the
Brandon.
vegetarian decides
Brandon.
to step in.
Area 52.
Wait, hold on. Danny's dad. Area 52 is in Arizona. Isn't that
I thought it was Nevada.
no?
That's 51.
Area 51 is in Nevada. Area 52 isn't that where like S4 is and all that?
It's Looney Tunes.
It's Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Okay, so here we go. Sonora style. It's a hot dog wrapped in bacon and grilled, served on a bolillo. What's bolillo? Style
It's a-
hot dog bun.
It's kind of like a brioche bun, but like kind of in between brioche and like French style. They're yummy.
Topped with pinto beans, onions, tomatoes, and a variety of additional condiments. So they can't even tell you what's on it.
All right. To answer Bev's question, I prefer hot dogs that are all beef. And in fact, actually, I will only eat Nathan's brand.
Nathan's
That's the
is
only. That's the only brand I will actually
Oh,
eat.
you want? So okay, if you go to a baseball game and all they have is ballpark or like Hebrew National, you're not eating it.
No.
No,
Actually,
because
all
the
I
Jewish
eat-
ladies would kill me.
Sorry, I'm Republican.
All
I mean,
Hold on.
To the fold.
Official hot dog of CPAC.
Oh, shots fired at Frankie.
you were absolutely right. I would read your question. I would be like, "Yeah, Brandon, jump on board."
Is anyone else slightly concerned with the conversation about my penis going on in the comments section?
No, but
Is
hey,
my wife involved in it?
We do,
I bet if
we
I sent
do
a
have
picture.
a viewer's question. We do have a viewer's question. Actually, Brandon does put out actual good question. How far do you think Disney will take the civil rights connection with the X-Men movies?
I mean, you can't not.
Yeah, you can't ignore
It's
that.
so
with the
integral into
X-Men
the X-Men.
because-
Yeah.
Well, it was also
Well,
one
yeah,
of those things. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say X-Men did a really good job with integrating real world history into the storylines. I mean, we have Magneto coming from Nazi Germany. We have the communist states of Cuba in the Cold War era, and then we have the connection with Mystique trying to get people to accept her for who she is based on essentially her color, right? I mean, her species too, but I mean because she's blue, she feels like she has to hide.
Okay, yeah, and he actually does bring up a good point. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever seen the animated series. I've seen every single one.
Steve is gone.
Yeah, as soon as he'll jump on, he'll come in. But
Finally, now we stand a chance of winning an internet award.
so the animated series actually touched very, very hard on it. Wow. Okay, nice to see you,
Dude,
Steve.
you look like my 1-year-old daughter trying to make the sound.
But
Oh.
no. Well, going back to Brandon's question. So the original trilogy of Star Wars did actually touch on the civil rights movement. The last parts of them, like after First Class, doesn't really deal with the civil rights at all. There's not really that much of a connection besides it was set in that time period.
They still made that connection though with First Class.
But it wasn't as strong. It wasn't really that strong. It was maybe one or two
I
characters.
disagree. I think it was a really prominent part of those movies. With First Class and beyond, because Mystique and Magneto in particular really drove that home. I mean, that was a really intricate part of.
But
all
there
of
wasn't
those
really
movies.
people hating them until like the whole.
Days of
because
Future
and I
Past.
think
Days
Yeah,
of Future Past is where the hate towards the mutants really got to the point where they started creating the Sentinels,
correct.
which were essentially like the SS of the anti-mutant movement. because they would just be sent out to kill, search, and destroy all mutants.
Yeah.
So I mean, in my opinion, all the way through, they connected, a civil rights message, and all of that. Yeah.
But you really don't see like average humans hating mutants on the street.
About typing Rusty's penis now.
You know? But yes, I do think if they do it, and you got to realize that Kevin Feige and Jon Favreau are huge comic book nerds, so I believe that they will do the X-Men correctly.
And I don't think we have to look too far with respect to whether they will or they won't, right? Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., for those who haven't seen it, like the 4th season and into the 5th season, a lot of it is about Inhumans and how they're subhuman and they don't line up. And, there's that division between humanity and inhumanity. And that's, Joss Whedon and Kevin Feige had something to do with that too. So if they've already done that on national television, I don't know why they wouldn't do that on a national movie platform,
They could.
So since we're talking about this, there's been a really interesting, it's not been huge, but it's something that
That's what she said. Sorry, go on.
It's something that I came across on Twitter, and it's a big discussion on how Wanda has been whitewashed because she was originally in the comics a Romani and Jewish woman. So I wanted to hear your thoughts on this, because people's thing with the MCU is saying like, well, she was whitewashed, but also you've got to remember like where in the comic she was from a real place. In the MCU, she's from Sokovia, which is not a real place. So I'm curious to know what your guys' thoughts are. And the comments.
Wait, hold on. What was your original question? I got lost in what you were saying. What was the original question?
Do you guys think that Wanda has been whitewashed in the MCU, or do you guys think that the MCU cast it accurately?
I think she was definitely Americanized from the time we saw her the first time. Because the first time we saw her, she had that real strong, almost Russian accent.
But they explain why that's gone. It's when she went into hiding with
no spoilers.
After the events of Civil War. I'm sorry, Civil War's been out for years now. Civil War, got rid of her accent.
But I think they did Americanize her some, because when they got rid of the accent, it was really sudden. Now, granted, it does make a reappearance. At some point, the accent does a little bit. But yeah, I don't think they necessarily whitewashed her, but they definitely Americanized her. They really took her far from her roots until WandaVision hit, when they revisited.
We don't know.
So here's the deal about Wanda, though. First off, whitewashing is just the wrong word for it because she was already white. She was already
Danny.
So whitewashing is not really the right word for it, but so. All right, Americanizing, yes, I could actually kind of see that. But in the comic books, you got to realize that Wanda is a gypsy. She moves around place to place. Like she, in the comic books, she had foster parents, and then she moved. She was actually raised by a cow at one time. So she had multiple parents and kept moving around and everything else. In fact, actually, she was.
Just because you're a transporter doesn't mean you can call her mom a cow.
I didn't say her name was Betsy.
Whoa, that was classified.
But she does come from like all over Europe because her if you don't know, Wanda's father in the comic books is Magneto. He's a Jewish white guy. I can't remember who her mother is, some supporting character, but
we love Jewish white men in this house.
Yes.
Aww, mazel tov, baby.
So in the MCU, though, you can't go out and say, "Oh yeah, that's Magneto's father," because. But truthfully, I don't think she was being whitewashed. I think she's been Americanized, but it was due to the storytelling at the time.
Well, I agree with Mario. They definitely retconned it, though. I mean, because we all saw the accent disappear, so they had to come up with a reason.
Well, because Elizabeth Olsen just didn't feel comfortable trying to speak in a fake accent the entire 3 hours of a movie or something, I mean, I can only do it for so long.
I've dabbled in a lot. My parents are watching, so I can't get into too much detail.
Wow.
Here's I guess here's what I'll put a spin on it is the MCU is its own universe, and I have a feeling, and I don't think this is a spoiler because they've been talking about this for a while, we're going to be getting into the multiverse here pretty soon. And with respect to that, what I think the MCU is Earth. It's like 199,000 or something like that.
It's Earth. It's Earth. Hold on, I'll look it up. Keep going.
Earth 199,999. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna say Earth 616.
It's actually 616. Nobody says 6.
But that
16.
Whatever. Okay, but my point is. I'm done. That's it. Have a good night, guys. No. My point is that she has a different backstory. She has a different timeline. She has different things that happen to her because for everything that happens in one universe, there's a completely opposite effect that happens in another universe, So what happens in the comics is probably a different universe than what's happening in the MCU and on television. Shut up, Brandon.
All right, going with that, and Steve, I don't know. Do you still read comics today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One of the things that Marvel does is they try to actually keep their comics very, very close to the movies. Ever since the movies have came out, in fact, actually, I want to say Captain America was alive or was dead until Captain America: First Avenger came out, and then he came back alive because they like that cohesion. They like that synergy. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because there is a storyline right after Age of Ultron that Wanda is actually in trouble, and the way out of it, she actually tells everybody with the blood of anybody with the blood in their my blood in their body should burn. And you see Pietro drop down in agony, but her dad, who we thought was her dad, Magneto, doesn't faze him, which begs the question: so to me, I think the comics are trying to catch up to what the MCU is putting out,
which might be spoiling some stuff for us.
Yes, but at the same time, they came out with this comic way before the Fox merger. Or Fox buyout.
That's true, yeah.
So, I mean, and plus, Steve could tell you, comics get retconned all the time.
Wow. They've created full stories just to retcon things. Like I'm talking.
How many times has Captain America taken a sniper bullet?
Oh God, Captain America dying, Spider-Man dying. I mean, look at all the Spider-Man we had. Like, what if you watch the multiverse? Most of those Spider-Man come from stories like that.
Sammy, close your mouth.
No, I'm seeing what the lag looks like on Facebook.
Who?
I'm watching the Facebook stream right now, and I'm seeing the lag.
If Disney were to acquire another IP, what want them to acquire?
Ooh, what doesn't
Disney? What doesn't Disney own at this moment? Pokemon.
So I would love to see. I would like to see some more Dark Horse. I think some of the Dark Horse characters would mix well in the Marvel MCU.
Well, remember back in the 90s, DC and Marvel actually did this cohesion comic book collection called the Amalgam Collection, which was actually one of my favorite, which was a combination of they had Spider-Man and Superboy as a merge and everything else. And it was some of the greatest stories. Yeah, and sad thing is DC actually just put forth they still want to do it, but Marvel doesn't want to.
Yeah, Ethan, I was just about to make that point.
And I would love to actually have Marvel.
That's the only way they're going to save the cinematic universe that DC's trying to create.
Could you imagine if Marvel got their hands on the Justice League, how much better that would have been? Oh.
Well, and let's tie this into a parks presence for a minute. So Disney buys Marvel, now Universal screwed. And okay, Disney buys DC, now Six Flags is screwed. So they're creating monopoly on the comic entertainment industry, and now they're kind of taking away
those parks could get licensing from Disney.
Here's the thing.
Well, they already do have the license, so it's not like it's the same thing with Marvel with right now with Disney. You know, you got Universal that has the Marvel stuff in their parks because of the license before the buyout, so it'll be the same thing. Anyway,
so that was the point I was going to bring up, is rather than have another IP being bought, because like, let's be real at this point, from here on, it's going to be real hard for Disney to buy more big IPs because of the monopoly. What I would love is for them to be able to get the rights for the attractions on the East Coast, to be able to do more attractions. Because like that's the plus side we have in the West Coast, is we can have the Avengers Campus and we can have those.
Yeah, you're talking about the agreement with Universal where they can't build anything east of the Mississippi, right?
Yeah, right.
I think also what they're going to do is start expanding their purchasing into web-based platforming stuff, such as basically like how the biggest thing for Amazon is now cloud-based data processing and stuff like that. Because I don't think that they will legally be able to like purchase monopoly stuff anymore for like content creation, stuff like that, after the merger of Fox, before actually being broken up as a monopoly. So what they're going to do is expand into platforms that aren't currently covered by Congress yet, into that kind of data creation, because they're not nearly done expanding yet. They just have to not do it in ways that won't get broken up for monopoly, which is what we see the issue with Facebook right now.
Yeah. Disney is going to make a excuse me.
So stop COVID.
I know, right?
It's that vaccine. I'm telling you, man, it killed me.
Are we going to need to start wearing masks?
I know.
Steve was actually afraid. He ran away.
No. How do you guys think that Disney will eventually make a Disney-based social media?
I don't think they have to. I really don't, because look, and we'll use this as an example, right? We're sitting on YouTube talking about Disney crap with, upwards of 10 people, which is the most I've ever had somebody watch me on the internet. So, hey, there's that. But like, they don't have to create a social media network. Like, if they do that, I think they're going to lose people.
Oh, easily. No, and
because then at that point it becomes political, especially in today's day and age. Like, oh, Disney's trying to, get people to be politically correct, and it's going to be super monitored, and people can't say what they want because they got to keep that Disney image. And
truthfully, I think going back to IPs or something that Disney would buy, I think the next thing that Disney will probably start buying is probably like
Mario has a purse.
I think like game developers or something like that, because they kind of do lap in games. I mean, they have that one game, Kingdom Hearts.
They also had Disney Infinity, I think it was called.
Yeah, Disney Infinity, and then they had like a couple of apps, but I mean that wasn't really their strong suit, and it kind of shows. I mean, I don't know. I never played Kingdom Hearts.
I see you, Brandon.
But
I could see Disney definitely getting into the game world. I mean, with them having the MCU and the Marvel properties, I think they're sitting on a goldmine of what could become a huge thing with games. I mean, if they created a true open world, like customizable Marvel game, kind of like DC
like a Red Dead
Universe
Redemption.
Online.
Yeah,
more like DC. Have you guys ever heard of DC Universe Online?
No, I play interesting games.
Okay, well, first of all, John, seeing as how you were around when Parcheesi was created, let me explain.
I picked the name.
I bet you did, because that's you. But DC Universe Online, right? You get to create a character based off of whatever power set, and then you choose a mentor, which kind of gives you your power, right? So like if Flash is your mentor, you have super speed. If you have Batman, you have high intelligence and tech. If you have Superman, you have flight and super strength. If they could do that with MCU, like that would be a game changer. I mean, if I could get in there and create like a demigod from Asgard, or somebody who's a member of the a-holes that Captain Marvel was part of, that'd be dope. I'd be down.
I don't have time for that.
Well, no, because
That's
you're too
my
busy
problem.
planning your retirement. So, I mean, yeah, you don't have time, but us young people do. So,
I mean, I guess it comes down to the demographics they're trying to hit, right? And kind of to bring it back to the social media thing, what are they going to do? They're going to get a social media platform to advertise when they already make a killing on advertising?
I mean, Trump did, but it failed.
Nobody cares, Frankie.
He's old news, bro. You're
He'll
hanging
be
on.
back. He'll be back.
Yeah, he's going to be
Somebody
back
grab
because he's
Frankie
going to
by
end
the
up in jail. Yes, Virtual Magic Kingdom. My God, I remember playing that back in the day.
Guys, I still play VMK. There's like a new.
Oh, no way, Danny. That's funny.
You done?
Probably not.
It still exists, and it's super fun, and it's where I spend all my time. That's not this.
And
Neopets
I'm hoping my
still
wife
exists,
isn't
but nobody
listening
talks
anymore
about it.
because I don't need her playing that game.
Oh my god, I'll get her set up. We can become friends. I'll give her some free stuff.
No.
Don't do it,
no, you
John.
won't. It's way to the golden state.
I have a
Oh,
poster
man.
of him on my wall, Brandon. You don't even know.
He doesn't feel bad eating Chick-fil-A at all.
Oh,
The rest
yeah,
of us
Frankie
have a
has-
small
Frankie
I
has
love
a-
Chick-fil-A.
Frankie has a
Guilt.
super sticky Trump poster on his wall.
I go to God's Chicken every single day if I can.
All right, well, we're going to get ready to wrap it up here. Do any of our viewers have any final questions for us? Anything we want to talk
Questions,
about before
comments,
we
concerns, anything
emotional
at all.
outbursts?
And actually,
Speak now.
we've probably
Speak
had
now or
some,
forever hold your pieces.
we probably had a few other people join since I've asked, but us, the hosts, we're very curious to see what y'all's guess is for the theme for this year. And I'll say we've had Bambi, really. That's the only movie we've reviewed that actually with the theme. We are going to be doing Sword in the Stone next, which is part of it. So
My
But,
favorite Station 71 host is Beth. I just want to make that clear real quick.
Oh, great. Thank you for that. That was super important.
That it was a question from a viewer, so fuck off.
Well, look at who wrote it.
Yeah, I know. She
I think
asked a
the
question and I answered. Listen, I'm just trying to build a healthy conversation here, and I just feel like you're really.
Oh, well, no, hold on. Okay, I'll own that one because I didn't see that Beth wrote it. I saw.
No, you
I was
saw
looking at
Michael's
Mario's and I saw
Mario.
Hyperion review, but I replaced it with Station 71.
John.
Dang it. Oh, snap.
Oh, that's cool.
I did
That was
not
pretty
know you
cool.
could do that. Wow.
Do that again.
What did you do?
There you go,
That's
John.
cool.
That's
Learning
good to know
new
because my
features.
friend was asking where all the comments were coming from, so that's why he
Yeah.
switched over to Facebook.
Well, that's really see. This is why we're doing a test run because now if we
Yes.
get listeners asking questions, you can put
We
it up
could
on the
actually bring-
screen.
Yeah, I did not know I
Look
could
at
do
that. This is fancy.
Wow.
All that Patreon money from Station 71 is really starting to pay off. Oh, was I not supposed to say that? Oh, crap.
Yeah, you're welcome, Beth. That was actually completely accidental. I had no clue
John.
what I was doing on that one. So, all right. Well, guys, I guess we're going to kind of end it from here. We've already been on over an hour, so
Which we didn't expect. We thought it was going to be like a
No.
10-minute thing. This
We
actually
may
was
be-
surprising.
we may be changing things up.
Yeah.
So for just to let y'all know, stay tuned to our socials for when next time we're live. We're going to be trying to do this next Sunday at 8 o'clock. We don't know what time we end because we still don't even know what time we're ending right now.
Yep.
It's 10:24 Eastern Standard Time.
We're going to go through this.
9:24 Central Standard Time, daylight savings time.
You guys should see our group chat when we're trying to figure out the time.
Steve does it in
time-
Eastern. I do it in Central. Danny does it in Arizona, and Frankie does it in Greenwich Mean.
Just for the hell of it.
So every time there's confusion.
It's a giant clusterfuck. Just try to figure out what time we're doing something.
Well, to the 9 people that stuck around here for the very first viewing of this, we appreciate it. We didn't think we were going to have one.
Yeah, no.
The fact that we got 9
Julie
times
really
that.
thought it was just going to be my
I
dad.
actually I
Yeah.
had Michelle on standby just so we could at least have one to
Yeah.
make us look a little bit good. So,
But we
I
appreciate
all
it.
the comment.
Other than that, I think
Brandon,
just to
if
go
you
ahead.
have questions about it, I'm still learning it myself, but I'll be happy to actually help you out.
CPT time. So if we start at 8, that means you should show up around like 45. Fashionably late. That's CPT. And hey,
Mostly
that's
here
not-
for Danny.
and that's not racist, okay? I trust me. I've had a lot of people come over that are there, so that run on CPT. So
Two of them were Hyperion, so I don't know. Yeah, you're right. They're
my
just here to
girlfriend's Puerto Rican. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys.
So I'll add one more thing. Just what the schedule looks like for us going forward. We have an episode that I have to go finish editing, and we'll get that released tonight or tomorrow.
And bear with us because he's editing it on a typewriter, so it takes him a while.
Yes,
And
yeah, and I did
audio
just have
on
a procedure done, so there's that too, But fuck me, I'm old, so it's fine.
Well,
I mean-
I will not, and yes, you are.
So we'll get that episode out to you guys. It is a news desk episode, so we'll be talking a little bit more about some news that we didn't talk about here tonight, and then
By
we'll.
the time it gets edited, the news will have been 3 weeks old. But
Yes. Yes. And then we'll probably be recording an episode Tuesday night for you guys. I think it was mentioned, but if not, we're doing Sword in the Stone. So if that helps you with your guess on our theme for season 2, great. If not, I don't care.
also,
And
for anybody who is listening right now, pull out your phone, go to your Apple
Pornhub.com.
reviews,
don't
give
be
us-
my mother.
Yeah, don't be done with 1-star review. If you review, I think you can also do it from your computer. If you review us, you will get entered into a drawing. Nobody did it last time we talked about it, so fuck y'all. But go do it now. Since you're listening to us, it's on your mind. Go leave us a review.
And lastly, I didn't talk about this with these guys, but
No.
it just came to me, and I'm gonna do it. So if you leave a comment and you include the word Sasquatch, I will put you in a drawing for a $10 Visa gift card that I have in my
I gotta do
possession.
that real
So-
quick. Hold on.
No, thank you for offering to send a picture of his penis to everybody who does it. So
Let's
you're
see if we
watching-
can find a prize that's a little more interesting than a $10 gift card.
At Walmart, you hit the clearance aisle. That's like
How about we do like
$4
a t-shirt? How about we send somebody a t-shirt?
Yeah, free T-shirt.
Fine.
I like it.
We'll make a
and a
t-shirt.
$10 Walmart gift card.
And a dick pic.
no, nobody wants
All right.
a picture of you.
If you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe, the like, and also hit the notification bell so you'll see the next time we are live, so you don't miss any of this. If you do miss one of our live sessions, don't worry. It's going to be on YouTube, so you could always go and check it out. So that's all I have to say, guys.
That's all I got. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thank
you
y'all.
guys watching.
This
We
was
love
fun.
you guys. So much fun.
Bye.
right.
Love you, Beth.
Bye.